Working with Idle Champions has been so much fun because it's a different version of Arkhan. It's like a cartoon coloring book version of Arkhan, which is really fun. So seeing the artwork originally for little Arkhan in the game, the way that he walks across the screen with his shield and he breathes fire, and then even the way that Chang'o the Manticore comes down at different points. It's so much fun. I mean, you can only dream to have a character of yours then immortalized in that way and playable and unlockable in a video game. The Arkhan and Idle Champions currently is an earlier version of Arkhan, so a pre-Hand of Vecna Arkhan. How did Arkhan get the Hand of Vecna? Arkhan was sent out by Tiamat over the course of a decade to go and retrieve artifacts for her. So Tiamat would appear to Arkhan in dreams, and she would reveal to him the location of a great weapon that could help him, or a great suit of armor. Like the axe that he carries belonged to a general of Asmodeus and was buried inside of his tomb. And so Arkhan went on this adventure to find that axe of Asmodeus. And so Tiamat would appear to him in dreams, and she did the same to him in terms of this kind of extinction event that was potentially about to happen, where Vecna had teleported huge pieces of land from the Shadowfell and armies and animated this giant long dead titan and was inside of this mile-high structure, juggernaut, going to destroy everything in its path. And so Arkhan was sent there in order to stop Vecna from destroying the realm. Arkhan's entire party was killed, except for him. And he wound up using his charisma to become assimilated into another group that shared the same primary objective, which was to kill Vecna and destroy Vecna and stop Vecna from taking over the prime material plane. Now, what this party didn't know was that Arkhan had a secondary objective, which was to find out what was allowing Vecna to teleport cities and armies from other planes and bring that back. So during that battle, Arkhan survived, and towards the end realized that the power was coming from Vecna's hand. So when the battle was won, one of the members of this party that Arkhan joined was going to die. And so in this very vulnerable moment, the friends were gathered around as he was about to pass, and Arkhan pulled off this move in this very vulnerable moment. He used their vulnerability against them, and in a quiet moment led them to believe that he was sent to destroy the hand. And he had the power to do so in this axe. And when he raised his hand up and whispered a prayer to Tiamat and everyone looked on, he swung the axe down, chopped his own arm off, replaced it with Vecna's hand, and teleported away. He teleported to Krull, who was waiting for him, who healed him from the battle and opened a door to Avernus, to where Arkhan went and then had an audience with Tiamat. Tiamat rose this giant tower of obsidian, volcanic rock out of hell, and this 9 layers tower with dragon heads around the top. Arkhan and Krull then sent for Torragar, and he met them there, and this army formed, this dragon army formed around Arkhan, who was this champion who had returned with what the dragon cult and the dragon armies believed was the actual cure for Tiamat's imprisonment, that finally someone was going to come along with the power to free her. But Arkhan needed time to figure out how to use the hand and how to unlock its power. And so he began this series of mental battles with Vecna, where they would meet on this ethereal plane and have these mental face-offs and these mental battles, in which Arkhan would try to understand Vecna's secrets while Vecna would try to gain control over Arkhan's mind. That's how Arkhan got the hand, and that's what he's doing with it now, and that's what he's up to when you as the player characters run into him. He is in the middle of this process trying to free Tiamat.